Welcome back into Sports Talk ATL. I am Chase Earl, joined by Alex. Lord, next Monday Night Football, the Falcons host the Bills, who just lost on Sunday Night Football against the Patriots at home. Does this give you a little bit? We talked about it a little bit last week. Does it give you a little more confidence about the Falcons potentially what the NFL world might view as a massive upset that probably isn't that big of an upset coming into Atlanta for a primetime matchup?
I imagine everyone was on the Bills last night. Everybody's going to be on the Bills next week this time. And it feels like everybody just doesn't realize they're the Buffalo Josh Allens. Yeah, that Keon Coleman looks decent, and James Cook has been one of the better running backs in the NFL. The simple truth of the matter is Sean McDermott is not a very good football. He's an average head coach in this league with arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. That's what they're the Buffalo Josh Allens. And I like the Bills because I like Josh Allen and I feel for their fans. But the simple fact of the matter is, like a lot of teams in this league, you're not going to win with that head coach. It's that simple. And especially with that defense. And guess where that Bills defense is susceptible? On the ground. We are going to run the fuck out of the football next Monday. Look for Bijan and Tyler Algiers to just dominate this game. That's what I expect. I am not even gonna little bit hide the fact that I believe the Falcons are going to win this game. I think that they will absolutely cover. Opened at 4. I bet that number is going to stay there. I anticipate people going, oh, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Josh Allens are so pissed off. Oh, I feel bad for the Atlanta Falcons. You don't fucking know how football works then. That's not how the NFL works. That might be how college football works with these emotional teams and these young kids and these coaches that can't get a flat line at all. They're up, they're down, they're all the way around. That's not how the NFL works. And especially an AFC East team versus an NFC South team, you could make the case that when the Bills see the Patriots again, they're going to have some of that in the back of their head, but not 1 week later. That's not how the NFL works. The Falcons are going to surprise a lot of people because this Buffalo defense is not that good, and especially on the ground. So if we can run the ball, Michael Penix Jr. is going to have a heyday. The only question is, can you stop Superman? That's the only question.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's funny that you bring up because that's the narrative. It's like, oh, they're going to bounce back. And listen, there is some of that. Listen, the Falcons.
Well, they're just a good team. So it's not like bouncing back.
The Falcons went and got their ass whipped 30-0 and then came back and won the next week against a team that's 3-0. And I know there was a backup quarterback there, but that's still a good football team. And they looked like a totally different team. So there is something about getting your ass kicked or playing a bad game and then bouncing back and being a little bit more focused for the next week. But if you want to play those games where you're trying to see into the mind of how these football teams work, look at what the Bills just did last week. They were on prime time facing a division rival that's kicked their ass for the last 2 decades outside of the last couple of years. The Patriots owned them. It's a legitimate rivalry. There was a whiteout. They had a speaker before the game. I don't even know who it was, screaming and pumping up the crowd. Can't get up for that. What can you get up for? So it just goes to all those narratives are just way overblown. And the reality of the situation is everybody that plays the Buffalo Bills is going to be pumped up. That you can't say it the other way around. The New England Patriots were fired up. They didn't care where that game was being played to get on the field with Josh Allen and try to beat him. The Atlanta Falcons should be fired up for a Monday Night Football game at home for that opportunity to go and beat Superman. And you're right. It's not just this is a very winnable game.
Yep.
People that, and if you haven't watched a lot of Buffalo this year, they have a ton of injuries on the defensive side of the ball. The defense isn't that good to begin with. They are very reliant on Josh Allen doing every single thing, creating plays off script. They are very good at running the ball. So the Falcons are going to have to be better at that. But they're a beatable team. This is a team that was in a 1-score game in the fourth quarter with the New Orleans Saints at home.
Yep.
This is a team that didn't necessarily handle the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football at home. This is a team that just lost at home to the New England Patriots. This is a team that lost that barely beat the Baltimore Ravens, who, by the way, are 1-4 right now. The Bills are great, and Josh Allen gives you a chance to win. That's what we're all hoping Michael Penix. I'm not saying he's ever going to have a chance to be that, but we're all hoping he can develop into that guy that gives you a chance to win no matter.
He can certainly do what Drake May did last night.
Yeah, no matter what's around him. And Josh Allen's unbelievable, and he can pull a rabbit out of his ass at a moment's notice and win his team the game. He's been doing it for years. But anybody who just thinks the Falcons are going to lay down here or shouldn't be considered a live dog here.
I like to be here.
Yeah. I mean,
I like this feeling. I don't want anyone to expect us to win.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens is we go out, lay a goose egg against the Carolina Panthers. This Falcons team is capable of playing some absolutely horrendous football, unwatchable ball. They're also capable of playing some really fucking good ball. Yeah. And I would anticipate them being able to get up for this game, whether that's the coaches, whether that's the actual players themselves, the fan base. I do believe that they'll be, showing out typically, especially if we were 1-3, didn't win before the bye week. This was going to be a Buffalo home game. I'm not so sure about that. We might be 50-50.
No, I haven't been to a game this year. I'm just talking about what I've seen on the TV, the crowds that I've seen on the TV, so on, crowds I've seen on social media. I've been pleasantly surprised with the crowds this year. It's still not, it's still not the old Georgia Dome. It's still not, and I think obviously a lot of it has to do with excitement surrounding the team. Obviously that's going to play a big part of it. I think having a guy like Michael Penix that can get people in the building and have people believing that maybe that we have the next guy in the building, like the next guy, the next Matt Ryan, the next franchise quarterback, the next guy that can lead us to a Super Bowl. I think just the bit of hope that he provides, I've been pleasantly surprised. And I think it'll only get, greater for a game like this. Like, I think listen, if you can't get up for this one, whether you're a fan, coach, player, or whatever, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. I don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, you got Monday Night Football, an opportunity to go 3-2, firmly, put yourself, and it's a huge game because we keep talking about what's beyond this. Like, yes, they have a matchup with San Francisco, but you go out and beat the Bills, and then you're kind of playing with house money in that San Francisco game on the road. And then you got, and who knows with San Francisco, they got an injured quarterback, love Mac Jones, goated, but like, injured quarterback, injured Nick Bosa, half their team's injured. I mean, look what just happened to Baltimore. When you take out half a really good team, they go out and get their ass kicked by the 1-3 Texans. So you go out there and win against the Bills on Monday Night Football in front of your home crowd. You're going to have a city believe in you again. Like, this is
you'll believe in yourself again.
Yeah.
Like,
who can't you beat if you can't beat the Bills?
I know what they're Raheem Morris and Bijan Robinson, who could sell ice to an Eskimo, both of those guys. And Michael Penix Jr. is a PR darling. I mean, everybody on the Atlanta Falcons, Jesse Bates, Jalen Walker. I mean, literally go down the row and you'll never get a bad quote out of one of these guys. But if you believe everything that they're telling you, you're stupid. You're stupid because they watched what happened to the Carolina Panthers. They're human. If you don't think that a little bit of doubt creeped into their mind, you're stupid. They come out, they beat a good Washington team, even with the backup. That doesn't matter. A win is a win. And then they turn around in primetime and beat a Buffalo Bills, a Buffalo Josh Allen team. They are the Buffalo Josh Allens. This is a team that's going to have so much confidence moving forward. So much confidence. And especially when you've got another, like, going across the country on a short week is in back-to-back, or that San Fran's not in primetime, is it?
Yeah. Sunday Night Football.
Back-to-back primetime games. I'm telling you, this could be a catalyst to a potential playoff run. And it looks like they're going to need every single game. Because if you look at top of the division, I mean, the damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers just are winning every single game, every single close. If they are within a score, you should expect them to win that game.
If they're down in the fourth quarter and Baker Mayfield has the ball, go ahead and bet Bucs money line.
Yeah.
I mean, he's unbelievable. Got to give Baker credit.
Love that guy.
It's fun to watch.
I hate that he's in the division because I love him.
Yeah, Ibuka's been an amazing ad, and as they get healthier, they're only going to become more dangerous down there in Tampa Bay. But even, you go look at the wild card race, like right now, team 7 and 8, guess what? The Falcons have played them. They're both 3-2, Minnesota Vikings and Washington Commanders. That's who you're going to be fighting with. Now, getting those wins is huge.
I didn't even really, put that into thought. That's very big.
Yeah. Getting those wins is huge.
Big.
Getting those wins is huge. You have the tiebreaker in those games. We're 2-2. They're 3-2. So right now they have the spot, but eventually they're going to have a bye too. So big wins over those guys. And it's just a really competitive NFC. And it's so funny because every year it seems like we talk about, like, we go back and forth, like, oh my God, the AFC is so much better. And coming into the year, that was the narrative. The AFC is so much better than the NFC. And now you're 5 weeks in, you're like, it's not even close. I mean, frankly, like the AFC with the Ravens looking like they are, the Bills being, like you said, the Buffalo Josh Allens. The NFC North now looks like a crapshoot because Joe Burrow's out. And then the NFC's got like 9-10 teams. I mean,
the Detroit Lions, I hand up.
Ooh,
so wrong.
Ooh.
You know what I'm not wrong about, though? I'm wrong about the coordinators. I still will not. Jared Goff will piss his pants. You wait. He's enjoying his moment. His happy place is the regular season. Wait until the games really start mattering. He'll piss his pants.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he hasn't done it yet. But hey, what do I always say? You haven't done it until you
And I was wrong about I'm not Sam Darnold and Seattle. He still pissed his pants late in that game. If you didn't see it, he still pissed his pants. But Geno Smith is playing some of the worst ball of his entire career.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's playing great football, and that Seattle team's tough. And that's what made that Baker thing. So, I mean, that's a tough defense, and especially to go on the road and hang 38. I mean, God, Baker is playing. We always give him some praise, and we're not trying to sit here and suck off a division rival. But the reality of the situation is Baker is a goddamn borderline top 5 quarterback in this NFL, especially with Joe Burrow hurt and Lamar Jackson.
Squarely a top 5 then.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I hate him, but I love to watch him.
I mean, you want to talk about early MVP frontrunners. I don't know how he's not first.
I agree.
Like, he's just been that good. Now we'll see what happens the rest of the season, but
he'll throw some picks.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
He'll definitely throw some picks.
Yeah. But they're only going to get healthier, man. I mean, Godwin just got back. Ibuka, Jesus Christ.
Mike Evans isn't healthy.
Nobody, like, that wide receiver NFL wide receiver Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, some of the guys, the way that they've been able to draft and develop that position.
Not the Ravens?
No, and not the Patriots either.
No.
Kayshon Boutte out there, though.
He's looking good.
Stephon Diggs had a huge game. So maybe that's a sign for Drake London coming up after this week. So excited. We're going to break this down more coming up in the week, along with some Brave stuff and the Brian Snicker managerial search. And, of course, some college football week 7. Stay with us and hit that subscribe button.